Welcome to Demystifying the Metaphysical, here to help you find more compassion in your life. Today we're going to discuss the cheeks. Besides revealing whether we'd like to have authority over others, it also shows whether a person is naturally expressive or reserved. Looking at the face from the front, we're looking at the amount of space the cheek takes up on the face. Moving from the left to the right, we can see an increase in the prominence of the cheek relative to the size of the face. People with small cheeks, like what we see on the person on the left, don't like telling others what to do, and they also don't want to be told what to do. They prefer to be self-directed and to work on their own. The more prominent the cheeks, the more likely the person will be bossy, as they'll be assertive, ambitious, and determined. They connect easily with others as they're warm and emotionally expressive. Some people with prominent cheeks will also enjoy being in the limelight. Another way to tell the prominence of the cheek is to view the cheek in profile. As we go from left to right, we can see an increase in the protrusion of the cheek. People with flatter cheeks, like what we see on the person on the left, tend to be more conservative and humble. They're less likely to seek power. If they are in a position of power, they're more likely to ask others for their opinion. The more the cheek protrudes, the more the person will like to be in a position of power. Now let's take a look at the padding or fleshiness of the cheeks. The amount of padding on the cheek increases as we move from the left to the right. People with bony cheeks, where there is little flesh on the cheek, like what we see on the person on the left, prefer to work on their own and usually have great abilities of focus and concentration. Their communication style tends to be straightforward. The flat cheek, like what we see on the person in the middle, has padding that is between the bony and fleshy cheek. On a flat cheek, the cheekbones don't protrude and there's a bit of flesh covering the cheek. The cheek won't look tight or hollowed out like a bony cheek. Flat cheek people are adaptable, non-confrontational, and need their freedom. People with fleshy cheeks, like what we see on the person on the right, have a lot of padding on their cheeks. The cheeks will be prominent and protrude from their face. People with a lot of flesh on their cheeks are confident and sensual. They usually make great leaders because the fleshier the cheek, the more conciliatory the leadership style. These people have the ability to make people want to follow them. When the cheekbones protrude, they will either be close or wide set. Looking at the person on the left, notice how her cheekbones come forward and the width of her cheeks doesn't surpass the width of her face, while the cheekbones on the person on the right widens her face. Notice how her cheekbones is the widest part of her face. When the cheekbones come forward, like what we see on the person on the left, the person can be bossy, but they won't necessarily follow through, or their bossiness doesn't come with much authority. While people with cheekbones that protrude to either side of the face will expect others to listen to them. The best way to tell whether the cheekbones are high or low set is to draw an imaginary line from the middle of the cheek towards the nose. High set cheeks, like what we see on the person on the left, will align to the middle of the nose, while the imaginary line on the low set cheek will reach the nostrils, like what we see on the person on the right. People with high set cheeks are sociable, assertive, confident, and comfortable taking charge. They are prepared to work hard to achieve success. People with low set cheeks are grounded, practical, and reliable. They prefer tangible and practical solutions as opposed to abstract or theoretical ideas. Dimples are small indentations that can be found anywhere on the cheek. Dimples are a sign of charm, magnetism, and playfulness. These people are usually lighthearted and fun-loving. Purpose lines usually come with age. They start from either side of the nostrils and curve around to the outer corners of the lips. These lines show that a person has had many experiences and is fulfilling their life's purpose. Vertical lines that run along the cheek are different from the purpose lines, as these don't start from the side of the nostrils. Sometimes a person will have more than one of these lines running down their cheeks. These lines show that a person is holding on to past emotions or experiences. Money bags can come in different sizes. They look like an extra piece of flesh that protrudes from the cheek to either side of the lips. Money bags are a sign that the person has reserve of energy and/or money. These people know how to give and receive and enjoy life to the fullest. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.